Hi guys. I think if there's one takeaway from this movie, it's this. Do not screw with Jason frickin' Statham. Or his family. Hi everybody. It's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Hello. One of 3 videos I'm planning tonight. That's right, 3 videos, you lucky ducks. You get 3 videos. So, we're going to do a movie later. We're also doing SNL tonight, but first, we're going to talk about a movie I saw about a half hour ago. Sorry, I had to have dinner. And that movie is, because you see movies and TV, this is what we do here. So structure is not my strong suit. Clearly, people who've watched long enough know this. Wrath of Man. Great title. Wrath of Man, co-written and directed by Guy Ritchie. It is a remake of a French film known as Cash Truck, which is fitting, although it's a little, bog standard compared to a name like Wrath of Man. What's it about? So, the movie begins pretty much in the middle of the story. These 2 men kind of shooting the breeze about coffee, and then they end up, other shots go off. Armored car robbery. Cash truck robbery happens, and we find out that those 2 guards did not make it, as did a civilian. Didn't make it. Then we jump a little bit after that period to a cash truck delivery company where they're welcoming a guy who they nickname H. He's played by the great Jason Statham, always a total badass, and turns out here too, but there's something about H. When a bunch of robbers, among them Post Malone, not even kidding, try to hit them again, Statham takes them all out, and much to the surprise of everyone, and then we flash back to that fateful day once more from a different angle, and we see that Statham, let's just put it this way, he might have a connection to that poor civilian who died, and it might lead, and he might have a bigger plan for joining this cash truck company, perhaps for those responsible to feel his vengeance. Action and mayhem ensue. Wrath of Man, I'm going to tell you something right now. People who know me know that I'm a big Guy Ritchie fan. He's a very polarizing guy. You either like his stuff or you don't. I'm firmly in the like camp. And even among, I loved Lock, Stock, I loved Snatch, Rock and Rolla. Revolver was, nah. In fact, but it was, at its moments, the only real Guy Ritchie movie I truly hated was Swept Away, and I think everyone else agreed with me. But both the Sherlock Holmes films he did, quite good. I loved Man from U.N.C.L.E. I think that movie is extremely underrated. With Henry Cavill and the late Armie Hammer, at least career-wise, it looks like. Sad. Unfortunate. Good actors have to be monsters, or seeming monsters, and Hugh Grant, and then, and he also made 2 movies that have gotten some flack from people that I honestly didn't hate, much as everyone else, which were King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, and Aladdin, the remake. But then last year, he did something a little different. He made one of my favorite movies of his, which was the extremely rewatchable, extremely quotable, and extremely clever The Gentleman, which I liked so much I put on my best of list last year. And Wrath of Man, I'm not gonna lie, might qualify at least for an honorable mention, because Guy Ritchie's back, y'all. Back to business, and I'm really dug this flick. Maybe it's just because I like him. Now, the plot I described to you, I understand what you're gonna say, but Grant, isn't that the most kind of substandard kind of thriller that we get every, other week? This kind of low-rent thing that, maybe wins the weekend and then, drops off, and then it becomes, forever a part of the TNT lineup. Plot-wise, yes. And but here's the key to what makes this movie truly, really good. The structure. This is done in a nonlinear fashion. Think something like, I was going to say Pulp Fiction, everyone says, Go! Doug Liman's Go! Where you're seeing, it's similar to Doug Liman's Go, it's in chapters, you see one major event from multiple points of view, and then it all kind of collides at the end. And that's kind of this movie also, much like it also is like Pulp Fiction and basically all of Tarantino's movies to some degree. Fractured elements that become whole by the end and kind of collide. whether that be structurally or not. It works in this movie's favor. And even Guy Ritchie's done this plenty. You know, The Gentleman had elements of this. That's what makes this work, but what also makes this work is Jason Statham. This dude is just cool. Like, Jason Statham, I don't think anyone can deny that he is nobody to mess with. He is so good in these movies. And, you know, he can do these big action hero guys, but then he can also have, you know, enough charisma to kind of deflate his usual kind of action star persona in films like Hobbs and Shaw and Spy and do it really well and really get laughs from it. Here, he's not going for laughs. Here, if anything, and this is another thing I liked about it too, it's a darker and a little more restrained Guy Ritchie movie, which I thought was kind of interesting. I think maybe because now, this didn't stop him when he did this before, because he's done plenty of adaptations, but because he's working with a movie that already kind of exists, a foreign film, he kind of, I've not seen Cash Truck. I'm kind of interested now, though. The way it's done, he kind of had to follow the rules, maybe, of that structure. I don't know what it is. But in the dialogue and all that stuff, it's still Guy Ritchie. Look, is this movie perfect? No. Some of the dialogue is a little too sub-macho, on-the-nose stuff, but honestly, it's not enough for me to go higher than expected on this one. I pretty much loved Wrath of Man. I would totally watch this movie again. It's totally going on my collection of Guy Ritchie flicks on my Blu-ray shelf. I'd love to watch this flick again. I'm gonna give Wrath of Man 4.5 stars. Not quite, can't quite pull the full trigger on it, but like, you know, it's no nobody. But you know, this has been a great year for action movies. This has been a great year for anime movies. This has been a great year for movies in general. And Wrath of Man follows the lead, so not much more to say. 4.5 stars for Wrath of Man. So. Let's do some trailer trash. Trailer trash. I'm trying to remember, because I couldn't log it. There were a few people at this one. I saw it in IMAX. So, there you go. Also, the final confrontation in this movie between Jason Statham and the person he's looking for gave me shades of, you know, The Bride and Bill at the end of Kill Bill 2. Fantastic. Alright. Great scene. And I'm gonna finish up. The other thing is, I think that for people who are hesitant about it, the way the movie is structured makes it inherently compelling, and that's what I liked about it. So, trailer trash. Let's see, what were they? A lot of them are saying there are some new ones. Free Guy, again, I'm getting kind of sick of the trailer, but I'm looking forward to it. It's coming out in August. I think they've moved it a bunch. The Suicide Squad. I have not seen this trailer in the theaters yet, and I think it's a new Green Band trailer, which I have not seen. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what James Gunn does. I got a t-shirt at DC Fandom. Don't let me down, James. Fandom. Don't let me down, James. I need you. St. Louis, man. You're from my neck of the woods. Please don't let me down. I love you. He won't. It'll be awesome. Okay, let me think. Let me try to... Sorry. The riveting moment where Grant has to remember the trailers because he couldn't jot them down in his notes. Yeah, I know. I know it was one I've seen before, but I can't remember which. Trying to remember. Oh, come on. What was it? Let me think through what they've reshown a bunch. Oh, Black Widow. Black Widow, that was it. F9. Oh, Black Widow looks good. Time to stick with the trailer again. F9 looks good. Stick with the trailer, but they're going to space, y'all, like I keep saying. 5 was a new one. What was 5? No Cruella this time, weirdly enough. No, 5 wasn't the new one. 5. Quiet Place Part 2, again, looking forward to it, kind of suggest. The last one, I know, No Time to Die. Now, this is one that's potentially going to be on my birthday. I believe, at least in the US, pumped. I love James Bond. Maybe it's in October. My birthday's in mid-November. Maybe it's in October. Alright, I don't know. I thought it was coming, or maybe that was the old date. It's been so many redos. No Time to Die, it's going to be the final one with Daniel Craig. I really cannot wait. It is sort of weird, though, that one of the female leads in this is Ana de Armas. Not weird because she's not a good actor, because she truly is. It's just weird because someone like many who love Knives Out, it's going to be weird seeing Benoit Blanc and Marta Cabrera, not trying to, find out who killed Harlan Thombre. Please have her come back at least in the second one in a cameo, please. I know the rest of the cast can't come back. You're going to put some new ensembles in there, much like, what's his name? Hercule Poirot, but, come on, man. Alright. That's it. And then was there shawarma? No. Alright. Also, weird thing, too. This movie is produced by both MGM and Miramax. I didn't know those guys. Oh, wait, Miramax did The Gentleman. All right, maybe they did still exist for a bit. Apparently, though, it's a subsidiary of Paramount now because it said Viacom CBS at the beginning. That was weird. All right. Come on, Grant. No one cares but you. All right. So before we go, closing the book on it. Before we go, some announcements. Tonight we're going to talk about SNL with Elon Musk. I know. I'm going to go in with an open mind. I think that people who are in that field, like politicians, business people, they don't belong on SNL. I think they just need to not, especially people who have been known to be kind of. I don't want to make a political point. I just, you know what I mean. You get my drift. They don't have screen presence is the point. And no, his cameo on South Park doesn't count. All right, and then later tonight, a lot later tonight, or at least at latest tonight or tomorrow, Pink Skies Ahead. I'm planning to review that out, and then either tomorrow or Monday we're gonna have the Shrill review, and then next week we got Castlevania season 4 and Love, Death, and Robots and some movies. I don't know what they're gonna be yet, so yeah, that'll be next time. And until next time, you're the movie and TV guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. All right. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. Go see Wrath of Man. It's really good. Give it a go. All right. Thank you all. Take care.